wake up. Are you awoken already? Your eyes should be open right now. That's right. Driving in a car, it means that you are not sleep driving, okay? So yes, you are alert, you are awake, and yes, welcome to a brand new day. You are the passenger in there, and you're tuning to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. I appreciate you. Yes, you are the market, or you're making preparations, to get to your various businesses. Well done. And if you're also prepping the children, maybe for school and everything, okay. Well done. Or you're just sitting patiently with your legs crossed and you say, you know what, I've got to listen to Eagles 102.3. You know what, all of you, take it. Well done. You're at the bank right now, and or you're on your way to bank in your private car, and you're still listening. We appreciate you. We cannot stop appreciating you. Right. But have you said good morning to your neighbor? Have you done that? If you've not done that, you might as well want to do that. Have you squeezed the hand of your significant other just to let him or her know that you are right there and you're not going anywhere? You sit down, you stand, giddy ba. You understand? Well then, you should do that. Have you given a high five to your son or given a warm hug to your daughter right now? Well, if you have done these things, then it means that you are the real MVP. This is me welcoming you to a Tuesday. It is the 15th day in the month of October 2024, 5 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side. And let me greet you in a way that I know how to, and then I will introduce myself. I was already warned, don't say so right, yeah, I would say Miss Sierra in my dialect. Well, Efe is not here, so she would have used the bell and gone, Muriel, you understand? Yes, you already know what that feels like. And in the language that you and I understand, universally accepted, by the way, good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel, and this is your early morning booster right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. What is it that we are known for? We make sure that we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And today, just to bring it to your audio-visual consciousness, the fact that, hey, it is notably seen or marked as the Rural Women Sustaining Nature for Our Collective Future, right? International Day of Rural Women. That's what it is. International Day of Rural Women, right? Did you just cast your mind to your maybe age-long parents who are still at the, at your hometown right now? Yes, I think you should do it. Yeah, I know what's on your mind right now. Call them. Call mommy especially right there. And also, let her know that you love her. Call daddy too and let him know that you also heart him, right? Now, this day has a theme, right? And the theme is the Rural Women Sustaining Nature for Our Collective Future. And that's what it is. That's the theme. Rural Women Sustaining Nature for Our Collective Future, right? So building, climate resilience, conserving biodiversity, and caring for land towards, gender equality and empowerment of women and girls. It is all about achieving gender equality and empowering women, and it's not only the right thing, to do, but it's also a critical ingredient in the fight against extreme poverty, hunger, and climate change. Talking about poverty and hunger, well, we'll be seeing that, but from the real estate, sector aspect this morning come 9 a.m. Oh, did I just let the cat out of the bag? Well, yeah, you best want to watch out for that one. But then there are things that I should let you into, right? Just before we hit the pages, which is the newspaper review segment of the early morning booster breakfast show, Eagles Morning Rise, okay? And then, of course, after that, 8 o'clock, we would indeed allow for the sports minister to be here on deck to ensuring that he gives you everything, that comes as to information, the action, the intrigues in the world of sports. And finally, of course, 10 o'clock, I'll be right here again, to have that discourse with you for the political and current affairs prog show. And that would be the Eagles outlook. Okay, but first, what are those things that you ought to know today? Well, the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, in Kano on Monday have announced the suspension of the secretary to the Kano state government, that is the SSG, Abdullahi Bafar Bichi, and the commissioner for transportation, Mohammed Degol. Now, the state party chairman, Ashim Suleiman Dungurwa, confirmed this to journalists. All right. Now, you should also know that, the CAF finally decided to launch, an investigation into the disturbing scenes at Al Barak International Airport in Libya, where the Nigerian Super Eagles were detained. In an official statement, though, released on Monday, October 14, by the CAF's communication department, the organization vowed to take appropriate action against those responsible through its disciplinary board. Remember that the president, having welcomed the Super Eagles at Kano State Airport, Kano Airport right there, had also said, you know what? Something has to be done. In fact, it called upon the CAF, disciplinary committee, section to do the needful. But the Libyan authorities have also come out to saying that, well, this was not intentional. It was just a mistake. But how could you do such a mistake to a national team that is not even yours to start with? Why not prepare a provision? That's what other people are saying. But does this have something to do with our image outside the shores of Nigeria, especially Libya? Well, I don't know. But anyways, let me also let you in on the fact that another thing has happened where there is a blackout just immediately when you thought that you saw the power, lights. I'm talking about electricity. Well, a national total blackout happened, in Nigeria yesterday as the national grid recorded another collapse. I think I've lost count of how many times the national grid has collapsed. Maybe now it's going to be more like, corruption cases now and the killings that we hear every now and then that many people believe is already endemic. So now when the national grid collapses, it doesn't even seem like a news anymore. Okay, you know what? It's okay. It just happened again. We're waiting for the next time. But then some are raising concern that, in the face of, given the hike in electricity, we should be able to not to hear things like this. I mean, come on. But anyways, that happened, by the way. Well, the spokesperson of Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, Emeka Eze, had confirmed the grid collapse in a statement on Monday, evening. Now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has agreed to sell premium motor spirits, that is, petrol, to members of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN. Yes, they decided to sell, at 995 naira per liter. Is that good news? Well, anyways, this followed the intervention of the Department of State Services, the DSS, in the controversy between the two parties. Let's see how that pans out. How is it going to affect us, especially in the pricing of that commodity? But then the House of Representatives Committee investigation allegations of corruption against the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Nigeria Correctional Service will visit the Lagos offices of the two agencies on Monday, October 21 of 2024. You should know that these allegations were made by controversial cross-dresser Idris Okuneye, right? Popularly known as Bob Risky, in a viral audiovisual. All right. But let's take you somewhere else. Now, that would be somewhere in... where would that be now? Oyo State, that's right. Now, a school pupil and a mother were among the victims in a road accident that occurred in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, on Monday. Very tragic, though. This tragic incident involved a trailer conveying tiles and a lorry loaded with soft drinks. I don't want to imagine now, occurring at the Oke Eleshin Amuloko on Akara Road in the Onara local government area of the state on Monday morning. That scene will indeed be gory. Well, I'm glad I don't see pictures, though, and I'm also glad that you don't see pictures too, trust me. But the Nigerian police on Monday rearranged 4 bloggers, Precious Eze, Olawale Rotimi, Roland Olonishua, and Sheun Odunlami on fresh charges before the Federal High Court in Lagos for allegedly cyber stalking and publishing false allegations through various social media media outlets against a Guarantee Trust holding company. All right, that's what it is. But now to Delta State, the Delta State Police Command has mourned the murder of the newly posted divisional police officer in Agawo Division, CSP NH Jega, and some of his men by a kidnap syndicate in the state. I just had to give that silence. I mean, he was just newly posted. And well, anyways, there was a kidnap syndicate that was waiting, in the dark, and anyways, the incident occurred around 1 a.m. on Monday, 2 days after the DPO assumed office at the divisional command. And to Edo State now, the Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party announced on Monday that it has filed a petition to challenge the outcome of the September 21 governorship election. Now, speaking at a press conference in Benin, the party state chairman, Tony Azibwemi, confirmed that the PDP successfully filed the petition on Saturday, narrowly beating the deadline despite facing obstacles. And finally, in Gombe State, the Gombe State government has approved 71,500 naira minimum wage for civil servants in the state, effective from October. Well, I like that. Okay, so Gombe State has joined the line of states that indeed are showing support. Kogi State recently, I think said, was it 72,000 now or 73,000? I think. But yeah, Edo State already put that in order, thanks to Godwin Obaseki, and some of the states already beginning to endorse this. We hope that this chapter will indeed come and go. But that the Gombe State, the chairman of the Gombe Labour Congress Gombe State chapter, in the person of Mr. Yusuf Aish below, stated this shortly after signing of a memorandum of understanding, that is the MOU, on the new national minimum wage. Well, okay, now let's get into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers right now and bring it to your, knowledge. Now let's look at this one, the Guardian newspaper. The big story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper right now would be on page 6, and that says football foul play, right? Nigeria, CAF go head to head over Super Eagles ordeal in Libya. Okay, and to this one, just around the chest, area of the Guardian newspaper, you would find how Nigeria, others can reduce $4 billion regional cybercrime losses. Page 3 is carrying that story to page 2 now. States in darkness as national grid collapses again. Now, this one right here you would find on page 6 as well is looking popular. Why Tinubu's economic reforms should last 15 more years, and that is coming by from the World Bank. Okay, alrighty. And to news page 7 now. Customs extends deadline for private aircraft import duty verification. Customs extends deadline for private aircraft import duty verification. Okay, so let's see this one here, and it's a kicker from Edo State. PDP files petition against result, trades words with APC over IREV manipulation. All right, and just at the base now, you would find this one: robotics, makeup, beekeeping, others make new basic school curriculum. All right, page 4 is saying that. To yet another page 4 looking popular too. It says Nigeria's crude production dropped to 1.32 million barrels per day in September, and that's coming from OPEC. We dropped again. But anyways, let's go see this one now with the Punch newspaper. The big story: PDP factional chairman clash as governors fail to resolve crisis. Page 2 is carrying that story now. It's got just one writer to it. Demagum camp threatens to arrest Mohammed-led national ESCO. All right, just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, and you'd find a read on page 24. NNPC sells PMS to Hitman at 995 naira to a litter. Anyways, that's just what it is. Page 24, you would find that one now. And Chest region, I see a lot of houses being collapsed. What's going on? Oh, well, they look old to me though. But let's go see what it says. You would find this one on page 4. I've got sharp eyes. Pages 4 and 5. Oh, I've really got sharp eyes. Lagos Seals distressed structure as 2-story building collapses. Lagos Seals distressed structure as 2-story building collapses. Pages 4 and 5, you'd find that one. Heroic Eagles return home after 17 hours Libyan ordeal. Okay, that story you would find on page 79, and it's saying federal government protests officially summons envoy. CAF promises probe. That will not be all for the Punch newspaper as we go at the apex, the heights, the apogee of the Punch newspaper banner now. You would find this one now. It says federal government plans 25% tax on Nigerians earning above 100 million naira. Oh, if you're earning above 100 million naira, you will be probably. The federal government is planning a tax of 25% on that earning. Okay. Page 4, or page 2, I beg your pardon. Looking popular now. Nigeria lost 15 billion naira. Did I say? Was I about to say naira? Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. Nigeria lost 15 billion US dollars to fuel subsidy. Forex round tripping. World Bank is saying that. And the same World Bank is saying that, well, Tinubu's policy, that's a president's policy, and the plans that he has should indeed, be let to last at least 15 years. Well, anyways, let's go see page 23 now. Imports duty. Federal government grants private jet owners 30-day extension. All right. And that will be all with the Punch newspaper as we take an Eagles flight to Daily Trust newspaper. The big story on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. 15-year-old student sues Education Ministry, JAMB, NUC over admission policy. 15-year-old. Oh, what a woke era we are. And it's got two writers to it though. Says 18-year admission threshold discriminatory. Ooh, wow. Okay, and the second one, we are not aware of case yet. That's what the ministry is saying, and you'd find that story on page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And see this one, just at the chest region now, on page 4, following back to back now. Nigeria boycotts AFCON qualifier after Libya ordeal. So yeah, they boycott that match on Tuesday, and they say, you know what, we're coming home. You cannot treat us badly and expect us to still stay back. I don't care what your routine check were. Look, we are Nigerians. You should treat us better than that. But anyways, you would find that one, as I said earlier, on page 4. Now to page 3. Oh, it's looking really popular now. All right, bumper to bumper, I guess. Over 2 million people displaced as 200 Kogi communities flooded. Not a good one. Government is saying right there. All right. I bet that will be the Kogi state government. But let's see this one on page 9. PDP governors meeting on Damagum's fate. Deadlocked. Okay. Right, that will be all with the Daily Trust newspaper. Just in case you're just tuning in for the first time, remember that this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. If that person didn't know, you might as well want to give that person a very warm, light tap at the, shoulder area and say, hey, that is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. And yeah, just imagine the awe on the face of that person. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Okay, but well, you should as well know that we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day, and so get across social media platforms on YouTube. We are there at Eagles FM Abuja. Subscribe, and of course, do well to leave a comment on Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja. Leave a comment as well, and across every other social media platforms, you would find us at Eagles FM Abuja. But yes, for Facebook and YouTube, you get to see what's going on in the studio. See me for how I am. But yes, let's get on with the Vanguard newspaper now. I see this one now, and just at the very top, the apogee, the peak, the apex, the zenith, the height of it all, darkness looms as National Grid collapses 6th time only this year. 6th time. 2024, 6th time, only this year. All right, page 37 is carrying that story. On page 5, still at the very apex of the Vanguard newspaper front page, PDP crisis deepens as Demagum-led NWC invites security agencies. And you should go to see what's about Edo poll. PDP files petition at election tribunal, and has got one writer to it now as Odubu heads APC transition committee. Page 10 is carrying that story. On page 21 now, Nigeria super rich to pay 25% tax. Nigeria is super rich to pay 25% tax. Federal government is saying that one now. Oh, I'm rich, I claim it in Jesus' name. I'm rich. Yeah, to pay 25% tax. I'm not very sure yet. But let's go see this one now. It says Cup of Nations qualifier. How Libya held Eagles hostage in disused airport for